Hello everyone, it is I, Mark Major, yes, that Mark Major, and I am here at my studio, the Action Figuratorium. It is the studio within a studio. There is a tour, of course, in which you can view all these things on the channel. Look for it right here. Today I am going to be talking about unsold toys that come from the local Targets of Portland and end up in the local Goodwills. We're going to look and see exactly what it is that didn't sell and just exactly how much of these toys that they have. And that's all coming up today on the Action Figuratorium, so you're going to want to stick around. All right, the material I'm presenting today are a bunch of kind of phone cam videos I took while I was in the Goodwill. One morning I saw so many of these action figures and these Barbies that I just had to snap some vids simply so that we could talk about it and make it a thing. Here's what happens. Toys come out in waves and they get stocked in the shelves of retail stores like Target, like Walmart, etc. When a new wave comes out, they take the old wave that didn't sell away, and what happens to it then? Well, it goes to a third party, what I like to think of as a jobber, and what the jobber does is they slap a salvage sticker on it, and they find some place for it to go. Maybe it goes to a thrift store, maybe it goes to flea markets, maybe it goes, I don't know, some other place where they get rid of it. I don't know any of the details as far as like if any money exchanges hands between these guys and Target. Do they like buy them off of Target? Does Target pay them to take it away? And then when they give these things to a Goodwill, obviously the Goodwill doesn't probably doesn't buy them, you know. I mean, Goodwill doesn't buy anything, right? These are just kind of donated and they get some kind of a tax write-off, etc. But what I think is interesting about this is the pure amount of figures that are mass-produced that is just not absorbed into the population. And this is one of the things I talk about, is that there's this insane supply of toys out there, and yet they're still charging a lot of money. And we all know supply and demand works, where if you have a lot of supply, the price should go down. So let's take a look at some of this shaky cam video I did, and let's talk about some of the things in it. All right, hold on here. Let's pause this. Let's roll it back. I'm using the OBS player. It's a little kind of... What we're looking at here is on the shelf, these are a bunch of Black Series 6-inch figures of Antok Merrick. He is a Rogue One character. He's a pilot. This came out in 2022. According to Galactic Figures. I don't remember exactly when this guy came out, but he was the Target exclusive. So if you're like, man, where am I going to find one of these? There's so many scalpers and flippers out there. I don't know where I'm going to get. Well, here they are. All right, so look at how many we have. And then, of course, I stopped here to look at this G.I. Joe. This is a Viper. Remember when everybody was looking for Vipers and bats for their army building? Check this guy out. There's a few of them. $9.99 is what they want. That's $5 too much in my opinion. It's $5 I would buy one. More than $5 not going to buy one. So there's a bunch of these Black Series guys. You can see there's more Vipers. There's a few unsold tech deck things. We're going to roll into another video, the same shot. I just wanted to show you how far back the Vipers go, and I want you to see how many of these Black Series guys there are. That's one shelf, and then down to the next shelf. And this is not an Ollie's or a Big Lots. This is Goodwill, okay? Another thing that I want you guys to know about this is that I went in there the next day, and all of those Antok Merricks were gone. All the Vipers were gone. Somebody must have came in with a shopping cart and just took them all away. But on the shelf behind me there was, and I counted them, 50 more of those Antok Merricks. So if somebody's like, oh yeah, I'm going to sit, you're not getting any money for these. You know, if you're thinking you're going to scoop these up and that you're going to resell them, you're not going to make any money. In fact, if you go to eBay and start looking up prices, they're about $11 And that's like only $1 more than what I could have picked these things up for. So not really a good deal. Let's move on and see what else is coming up next. There's a lot of interesting, cool things at this Goodwill. I cannot wait to show you guys. All right, so check this out. Barbie in the City. Look at how many of these there are. I'm scrolling through, and you can see that they're several deep. Then they go down a level on the shelves, and there's more of these Barbie Life in the City sets. They made a lot of these. They did not sell. Look at how many of those. And then behind me here, look at these Barbies. These actually pretty cool dress. I was thinking about picking one of these up. But look at how many of these Barbies that are just in the small rectangular box. Look at that. Look at how many. These are $5 each. They're all the same. Look at them. That's a whole glob. 2 shelves full. And some weird stuffed animals there to the right of them. FAO Schwartz stuff. Yeah, $4.99 for those. And then look at this. There was a whole bunch of these Unsold Lightning Collection Power Rangers. And if you see this one in front, somebody had to rip open the box because nobody trusts what's inside the boxes anymore. If you see these, you know that they came from a Target that they didn't sell. And one of the reasons why they don't sell is that somebody buys it, takes it home, puts something else in it, brings it back. No one trusts these boxes anymore when they went to the windowless packaging, so you just find them completely ripped open and destroyed. And there's some more there. They had a whole bunch of them before. The week before, there was a ton of them. There's all these weird moon rovers that didn't sell. There was so much Buzzlight Year figures. There's still a bunch there. And then look at all these LOL Surprise dolls. Like, nobody sprung for these. And they're intermixed with this Barbie in the City, and then more LOL Surprise, and then more Barbie in the City. And look how deep they go. Look how deep they go. Those are like 3 deep. So, switch back here. So, I just kind of want to conclude again by saying that there is just a huge, huge bulk of action figures and toys that are produced by these companies like Mattel and Hasbro, and they're just flooding everything with all this ungodly plastic. They're making more than we can humanly absorb. These figures are not all going to sell in the local Portland area. They're going to end up, going to like Zimbabwe or Monrovia or Rwanda or something like that. They ain't going to stay here. But the point is that the price on everything needs to really come down on all this stuff because there isn't enough money circulating to buy everything that is produced. So with that, thank you for making it this far in the video. As always, if you can, subscribe, give it a try. You might like it. Next video comes up, you might like that too. I'll catch you guys in the next one.